my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be trying to recreate a project that I saw on YouTube. Let's get into it. The project in today's video was not in English. It was in, I think, Ukrainian, I think is the language. I will have the original project below as well as the video below to give credit to where it's due. And as I'm watching this video, first off, the thumbnail was not very clear as to what it was. And then I'm watching the video and I'm like, where is she going with this? I don't get it. And then after she finished, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. So you essentially take 8 pieces of fabric and you use a plate as a reference for a circle. And then you sew them together as a complete circle. And I'm like, how is she going to turn this right side out? She didn't leave an opening. She just cuts the fabric and turns it right side out. I was like, okay, now there's a hole there. She then sews the pieces together in the holes and then like smashes the other side over, which covers the hole, and then sews it down, and they're like all intertwined. I was watching the video like, oh my god, where is she going with this? I don't get it. And then by the end of the video, I was like, I have to try this. So I don't have the project to show you right now because we are doing this together. It's either going to be wonderful or it's going to be a failure. So let's try it out.
Here we have all of our pieces, 4 pieces of interfacing, 4 pieces of the Santa, and 4 pieces of the snowflake, and they are all bigger than the plate. So now I'm going to fuse the interfacing to the Santa pieces. We are going to put the stars right sides together and then sew in a circle. Here are the stacks all together. So we've got fusible fleece. Let me just do one at a time. Fusible fleece, and then the Santa, and then the snowflakes right sides together. And these are pinned on the 4 corners. And I'm just doing these one at a time. I'm marking the circle. I'm only doing one at a time because my marker here is disappearing ink, air, and water soluble. So that means that it will dry. It'll go away. It'll disappear. So I want to go ahead and do this one first and then move on to the other ones. But my goal is to sew right along this line on all of them, all the way around. Here are my circles. I am very proud of how they turned out. I think they turned out super nice. The next step is to trim them down. So I'm going to use my pinking shears to trim around the edge. And the next step is the scary part where we are going to cut these open to turn them. I'm scared for this part. Now time for the part that scares me. So I went ahead and measured this 18 centimeters from thread to thread, and then the middle part here is 4 to 14, 2 on the interfacing side and 2 on the snowflake side. So we are going to cut this open right here, turn them right side out, poke them around the corners with the chopstick, and then press them flat. I'm scared too. Alrighty, we are turned and pressed, and here is where the witchcraft comes into play. So here's the opening on this one, and here's the opening on this one. So we're going to stack these two like this. And remember, this was at 18 centimeters. So now we're going to do a line of 19 centimeters, which will be below, right? It'll be like right there. I'm going to have to get some chalk for this. And then I'm going to stitch down that. I know, bear with me. And same thing on this one. Bear with me. Let me show this one more time. So we have an, we have an opening right here, and then we have the other opening here. This is 19 centimeters, and I pinned along those lines and stabbed myself. And I wanted to make sure that we were going to catch the opening. Same thing on the other one. 19, opening on either side. So let me go ahead and sew this down. I'm going to rotate this one a little bit so that we catch it a little better. All right, so I went ahead and sewed these together. Oh, so now the next step is to press these open. And, you know, I wanted to have a little bit of forgiveness in this pattern, is why I picked 2 similar colors. But in the video, hers were like gold and red, so they were much more like dramatic when you did this opening here. But as you can see, this is the star, and then this is the Santa over here. But this piece is not this. This piece is this piece. I know. So, and then when we push this down, this is the opening. When we push this down, it covers the opening. So on both of them, we need to go ahead and press this opening. See, you can see this a lot better. We're going to go ahead and press the opening, and I'll show you the final stitch. Here are both of the seams pressed open. So the final stitch is to turn this one upside down, turn this guy on top, and then we'll go across here and it's 19 and 19 again. And this is the final before the top stitch. Are you ready for this? So this is the final opening. So now we'll open this and we'll press these guys open. Let me go ahead and press those open. Here we are. I don't know if you guys are as amazed by this as I am. I feel like I should do it again with 2 more contrasting colors so I can show you, but this is just so fascinating to me. Like, this is this, but it's not this piece. They're 2 different pieces. And then when you flip it over, there's 4 pieces. I think it's so cool. So the last step is to just top stitch down these, but I feel like it should be like, I don't know, go in a circle, like top stitch this and then top stitch this. I feel like each piece should be top stitched. So that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it said just to top stitch this so it's not flappy, plus this is where our opening is. I just think it's so cool. So cool. Like, obviously I did not do a perfect job because this is my first time. So I'm glad I chose like forgiving fabrics for the first time, but I'm gonna do it again in 2 more contrasting colors, and so you guys can really see the difference. Here's a look at the final blue project. I'm so excited to show you my second attempt. So, you know, this was my first attempt. I didn't do a great job in the middle here. I do love the top stitching all over, and it is hard to tell the effect here because these colors are so similar. So, drum roll please. This is the effect I was going for. Oh my god! Look at this. Like, I just can't even comprehend. Like, I love this pattern so much. Like, it's not that complicated. It's a little tricky to like wrap your mind around, and I do think that using a non-directional print is a better idea. But this having the more contrast, oh my god. And I love that I sewed all the way around all the circles. I don't know, it kind of gives me like a what is the name of those symbols, like a Celtic symbol, and I did a lot better job in the center here, and then this is what it looks like on the flip side. I think that this looks so cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.